Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. Hopefully, that is helpful to you. We've got over 1,100 of these available for your listening pleasure. We continue to add as often as we can, although my schedule doesn't allow me to add as often as I might like. In any event, though, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. If you are looking for life, relationship, business coaching, would love to be helpful. The couple ways you can reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of the YouTube page. Either way, we can connect on a deeper level and make something happen out of that. This is things that parents should never do. I hate the shoulds and nevers together in that context, but um, in this particular case, I think it's valid to look at it that way. In any event, though, um, you know, there's value there, and we can kind of continue forward. So there are many things that parents do that they don't realize are negative, and or that they do because of their own pain and emotional issues and all that. The first thing is ignore the needs of their child. So, lots of times parents are close to burnout. Raising a child is not a solitary activity, thus, ignoring a child's emotional, mental, sometimes even physical needs, or needs that push on finances can happen with a perfectly well meaning parent. A lot of times that happens because, a person doesn't have the ideal family structure or the ideal friend structure to have the help they need. But ignoring those needs can cause long term and short term and medium term mental health challenges. The next is parents comparing their child to other children, to their friends, to their family, or whomever. Comparison is detrimental because it reads into the illusion of competition. Now, that doesn't mean that people don't compete, but the need of competition is greatly overstated within society. There is enough and a place in the world for every person. That's thus the reason we know this is because the person or the soul was created. Therefore, the ability of it to be created allows us to believe and conceive that there's a purpose behind it. Now, each individual must find that purpose, but at the end of the day, it still exists whether we see it in the moment or not. The next is putting down the child or insulting the child. So, obviously, having a negative verbal interaction on a consistent basis with a child can be detrimental to their self esteem, their self awareness, and their ability to see themselves in a positive light. Obviously, constructive criticism doesn't fall under this. So, certainly, there are times we need to constructively criticize a child and, kind of be in a way of balance there, getting to a better place in that, uh, in that way. And that's that's an interesting run there. Um, and that's an interesting run in any step and manner. So the next thing there is ultimately. Challenges as it relates to kind of finding a way not to be um, so permissive. Obviously, children need rules, and so obviously you don't want to be so strict that your child hates you or that you don't enjoy raising your child. But being too permissive can also lead to numerous problems, and I think a lot of parents make mistakes in relation to you know how they put down rules, expectations, and all of that. Doesn't mean they're bad people. It doesn't mean they're unintelligent people. It just means that sometimes parents don't make the best in decision making processes as it relates to the needs of their children and or their needs of themselves. Ignoring issues with mental health is also an issue on both sides. The parent getting close to burnout can be a problem, but also the idea the idea of uh, the idea of challenges. Uh, you know, there's uh, things there um, that kind of go forward in there. Um, you know, and that balances things out. So hopefully, um, you can look at that in a positive way and continue to connect in a deeper level. So hopefully that's helpful, and we can kind of go forward from there. In any event, until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment.